Welcome back to another edition of Tours and Pours. We're here at Elm Tree Apartments, a 24-unit apartment complex in South City, St. Louis. I'm really excited to introduce you to the owner, Tom, and be able to give you some insight on how he built financial freedom in a very short number of years and now can live the life of his dreams and travel the world. I'm Lee Fjord, your host. And if you like content like this, please like and follow our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook at Make It Happen Multifamily. And find us as well on greenforestcapital.com. All right, I'm here with Tom. Tom recently purchased this property here, Elm Tree Apartments, got some big plans for it. Just introduce yourself, give us a little bit of background.
Hey, I'm Tom Simcox, investor in the area. We have a small group of us that work on these properties, turning them over, keeping them maintained. We self-manage, so we're trying to bundle up a couple businesses into kind of a vertically integrated business. This is our most recent project, just closed on it a week ago.
1 week ago, Tom purchased this property. He's got some huge plans for it. We're gonna take you inside a couple units and show you exactly what he's got coming his way.
Yep.
Tom, I'm really excited for you, and I'm really excited for the property. All right, so we're in one of Tom's units that just got vacated. In fact, the day that you closed, you were saying that you found that you thought a tenant lived here, but it actually that was vacant.
Yeah, that's right. When we took possession of the building, we thought that we had 3 apartments to go ahead and start renovating. It turns out that we had 5 vacant apartments.
Surprise.
And also a great surprise is that those 2 additional ones were 2 bedrooms. So the prospects of this building already got better on day one. When we were viewing the property, we were not able to get into all of the units. However, because of our business model of find them rough and fix them up, it didn't really matter. We knew what we were going to do, and we priced it in with the purchase.
That I agree. It's almost in many cases better to have a vacant apartment than a tenant who's going to continue to damage your property and not pay their rent. This is how I got started. It was not in a property this big, but in a duplex in this exact same condition. And then I continued to do properties just like this in this same condition. So I know exactly what you've got ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a lot of fun. The transition to this property is gonna be absolutely amazing. So Tom, what do you have planned for this apartment? What are you gonna do to it?
Apartments like this are really our bread and butter. Like I mentioned, get them rough and fix them up. In this particular apartment, we're really focusing on the kitchens and the bathrooms. Updating them, making them look nice, fresh. We're definitely gonna be pulling this carpet. We're gonna be refinishing all of the hardwood floors. There's nice hardwood floors under here. Really just undoing all of the villainy that happened through the 80s and 90s with bad decisions.
Oh yeah, you can feel the bad decisions that were made in this apartment. But I'm excited for what is gonna be, because I've seen your finished product, man, and it is beautiful in comparison. So this project is just beginning. You're in here turning this apartment. I mean, look at all the tools and materials lying around. Tell me about your team.
Yeah, this is essentially base of operations right now for the units that we do have vacant. Like I said, we've got a couple of them open. So we've got 4 full-time person crew that are coming through, and we together take care of the renovations like this one, big projects like this building. We do the maintenance for our portfolio in the city, and also turnover and anything like that. So again, it really works for us to have those businesses that all work together to keep this machine working forward.
That's awesome. You know, having the team, it's a team sport.
Yeah.
Multifamily real estate investing, I'm a huge believer in the team sport mentality. The only difference with, you is that it's, your own in-house team. I rely on a lot of other third-party contractors, which gets very difficult to manage.
Yeah.
But, I mean, what a great opportunity to be able to transition this property.
Yeah, and we've done it with third-party people before, and it definitely works. There's nothing wrong with that strategy. However, with our vision for the future and making it more passive, keeping the same people involved in the business and finding talent and really investing in people is giving us an opportunity to step away and essentially fire myself from positions that I used to do and give them the opportunity to rise up and potentially invest in projects like this themselves.
I love that. This is all about abundance and being able to provide you with an opportunity to see how you as well can buy and get to a place where you are an owner of a 24-unit or larger apartment complex. All right, Tom, I saw the unit and it looks so great. Tell us about this. nearly, if not fully finished apartment.
Yeah, this is nearly finished. This is the first one we decided to bring to completion. Also because I knew you all were coming out here, we hustled and finished it up today.
Yeah.
So we knocked this one out in less than a week, started it on Monday. Again, great crew. We're doing the same thing in a lot of our properties, making the same stylistic choices. So it just becomes a rinse and repeat job. We like to make the joke that we're trying to do a champagne taste on a beer budget. These are all affordable apartments, but we make small stylistic improvements just so that people, when they walk in, see a little bit of something different, show that we care up front, make it a little bit different, and then also when people are looking at the apartments, we also like to point out that we're the maintenance, we're the first people that they're going to talk to and the last people that they talk to. So again, going back to how that business is run, just trying to make a little bit different experience for the renters here.
So what all did you do to this apartment in the last week? What did you accomplish in a week?
Yeah, this one was in better shape than some. However, we had to come through, paint all the walls, paint some of the ceilings, change all the lights. We stripped all the cabinets and repainted those, took apart the kitchen, put a new countertop on, new countertops. It's a little bit more than I guess. We ripped the bathroom to shreds, put it back together. It sounds like a lot, but again, when we're doing this over and over again, I mean, we can rip these things apart and put them back together in about a week or two.
Nice. Imagine that, taking that before unit, the one that has essentially like trash all over the place and is untouched, all the way to this in a week's time. If you have the right team, it just shows you. To all the viewers watching this, all you need is a great team, and you can turn one of these in a week.
Yeah.
This place looks great.
And it wasn't like that at first. Our first apartments, it would take about a month. We would expect to take about a month to turn over an apartment, to this style and this quality. So it's definitely been an uphill battle to get to this point, and totally worth the wait.
Absolutely. All right, Tom, so tell us about the actual deal, the back of, not just the apartments, but the business plan.
Yeah, our business plan is usually rinse and repeat, where we're trying to get them rough and beat up and clean them out and fix them up. And it used to be, until a couple years ago, it was the BRRRR strategy. It was straight up BRRRR strategy, go back and refinance to get our money back and go do it again. We aren't really able to do that as much now because of the interest rates and the not knowing where the interest rates are going to go in the future. So we have started working with banks that will do construction loans with us, so that we're not putting that construction money up out of our own pockets. So that's all wrapped up into the loan. We got this one at 20% down, and a really interesting story with this, because we've been doing investments for a while. The chronicle of this story started with a single family home that I lived in. We fixed that one up, bird it, got money, put it into another single family that we flipped.
Tracking.
We 1031 that into a 12 family. We recently sold that 12 family and bought this one. So the only money that we ever put into it was when we fixed up our original house. We haven't put a dime into this one.
When did you buy that original first house, that single family house that you moved into?
Probably 2015.
So from 2015 to 2023, 8 years, you went from one single family house that you moved into.
A $65,000 single family home.
$65,000 single family home to a 24-unit apartment complex and haven't put another dollar into the process. Just your sweat and your effort, which of course is worth every single nickel of equity that you've built. Can you tell us a little bit more detail about the property numbers?
So we got this one for a little over $1 million, and once we have it fixed up, it should be worth about 1.5.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. How long is it going to take you?
We have an interest-only loan and a construction timeline of 18 months. We expect to turn it over in 12 or less.
Boom. 12 months from now, creating $500,000 in life-changing equity. And is the plan to sell it or to keep it? You're going to
we'll
refinance it?
probably die with this one.
So refinance and go and use that equity to go buy another one. Something like that?
And again, our vision is a little bit different than others. We're trying to build out a couple businesses with this and create more opportunity for other people. So down the line, you know, we'll have opportunity for talented people to be property managers. We'll have talented people being general contractors, running crews, things like that. So we intend to start holding on to really good cash flowing assets like this one, because there's going to be no reason to sell them in the future. There's more ways to make capital for buying future assets.
Did you get started back then in 2012?
Yeah, I wasn't even living. Yeah, I wasn't even living until I moved out of the country for several years, and I moved back in 2014 with $10,000. So
Wow.
yeah, and I also like to point out that one of the things that people tell themselves to talk themselves out of investing is that, you know, I need a lot of money, I need a high income job, whatever it might be. For the greater part of this journey, my wife and I never made over $100,000 combined in active income in our W-2s. We just started making the right investments, taking advantage of the right opportunities, always being open-minded to learning, seeing where things are going, and then making great purchases and value add properties like this that are in the path of progress.
What is your why? Why are you doing so much? Why are you doing this? Why are you working so hard? You know, what do you see at the end of the rainbow?
Yeah, for me, it's just a matter of buying back my time. I do work hard when I choose to work, so a couple months out of the year, I'll be working really hard. However, we've already had the opportunity to start buying back some of our time. This summer, we were able to travel back to Europe, where my wife is from, and spend time with her family for 2 months.
2 months?
Yep, and the business kept on running. It was a good pressure test. Again, having the right people in place.
You mean it didn't fall apart and go to ashes while you were away?
As much as I was afraid that it would, no, it stayed together. It was thriving while we were gone. It was great.
You know, a lot of our viewers want to be you. You know, they're starting out with their very first duplex or single family house or whatever. What piece of advice would you give them?
This is an odd piece of advice that you probably won't hear from other people, but I think it's get straight with your own personal budget. Start getting in alignment with what your mission and vision in life is. Like you said, what's your vision for where we're going with this? A lot of people really don't know why they want to make money, and thus they're not motivated to make it. You know, just people that are chasing units, people that are chasing dollars, you know, arbitrary numbers of success are going to have a hard time getting over those hurdles. So you need to know why you're doing it. And then, like I said, get right with your own budget, start saving money. Do the math. How much money do I have to invest over time to buy my financial freedom, to buy my time back? Yep. There's easy ways to find that out. It's pretty simple math. And then after that, it's just implementing a plan and taking a few years to do it.
Only what, 15 to 8 years. So in 8 years, you created essentially a business where you can be away for multiple months at a time, out of the country even, not even like in another state in the United States, like out of the country. He's achieved what I like to call location optional, where you can have a successful business and you don't have to be in it every single day. That's amazing.
Yeah.
High five to you, sir. Good job. That's
Thanks,
amazing.
man.
Yeah, huge. All right, everyone, we had an opportunity to be able to take a virtual tour of the apartment complex. We've heard from Tom, the location optional, financially free, real estate investor after only 8 years. You know, Tom, I really want to say thank you for your time. We've got some more things for you to learn and see as we continue to do our pours portion of our evening. If you ever have an opportunity to be able to come to St. Louis, or if you're in St. Louis and want to learn in person about how you can also become a real estate investor just as successful as Tom and myself, I'd like to invite you out in person to come and be here for one of our Tours and Pours events. And find us on Facebook at the Make It Happen Multifamily group. It's Make It Happen Multifamily. You'll find it on Facebook. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel to get more amazing content like this and learn about how you can also invest in real estate passively. And you can find us at greenforestcapital.com. Tom?
Yeah.
Thanks again, sir.
Come back in a year and see the finished product.
Oh, we're coming back and we're going to see the whole finished product. This place is going to be night and day different.
Yep.
I'm excited.